What's going on, everybody? I'm Sean James. This is Kentucky, the Mini Truck State. I'm in the process of working on Kaydees Mazda, and I happened to notice that my video this week had already went out on Thursday. It is Thursday evening. I just got done editing it. I went to load it, and I didn't realize that I didn't put it to private instead of public. So you're getting the video one day early. No big deal. No harm, no foul. If I stop that video, take it down, and reschedule for tomorrow, YouTube typically kills the video. So you just get it a day early. But before we get into it, make sure to do all the good YouTube thing. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, comment down below, all that good stuff. Let's get this channel growing. We're getting really close to 1,000 subscribers, but let's go ahead and get to this week's video. So this week we are back on Kaydees Mazda. And I just talked to Katie just a second ago. She'll be out here in just a minute. She decided that she wants to go with the 20s on the front of her Mazda. So we have to go in and do some cleanup. We're going to tub the firewall just a little bit to make the wheels clear. Not a real big deal, but we have made some progress already this week off camera. I was finally able to get over to Jacob's house. We were able to get the axles rebuilt, and we got new brakes, new pads, all that good stuff. The rotors need to be cleaned up, or the drums need to be cleaned up and painted. And we have the brake lines on. They're installed. They are plugged up, running to the front. There's Katie. So anyway, we have made some progress this week. I just didn't record any of that because, again, I'm not a mechanic. And I honestly don't know how much of this I'm going to record on the front. It's like I just cut stuff out, kind of figured out. I'll show you as I go, but it's not going to be like a how-to thing. This is going to be a real good video for that. So, Katie, why did you decide you want the 20s on your truck?
Because they look super cool.
That's it. That's all. That's all I need. So that works for me for sure. So as we get in here, the wheels hit right in this area. So what we'll have to do is probably just come up to where this is at and just cut this off. And then I'll just cut straight down into that. Tub that back, let this come back a little more. I have another piece of this fender that we'll be able to use. It'll be the same thing on the other side. We just need this to clear a little bit because that wheel is going to come up and probably be touching this inner wheel well anyway. So we'll get into that, but let me play this just a little bit. Katie's looking in her truck. We haven't tried to start it in a while. I wonder if it'll start.
That's what I was looking at.
So hop in there. Turn the key.
I don't know how many levels.
You have to push the gas pedal, so see if it'll start.
Push the gas pedal while turning the key?
Yeah. Just keep turning it. Battery must be dead. Yeah, it's dead. So
No, that was the horn.
yeah, it's dead. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and we'll get into getting this figured out real quick. Once I figure out exactly what we're going to do, we'll cut that out. One of the reasons I didn't do it before is you can see we have this plug that comes out, and I don't want to relocate that wiring harness. I was trying to save it where we can still get into it. Same thing over here on the driver's side. I was trying to keep from having to relocate that stuff, so we may still have to try and figure out a way to get around that. But we'll make it work. We've got the brake lines up here figured out. I've got them ran down to the rotors. As you see, we took this apart. The calipers off. The passenger side was completely froze up. It was stuck on the wheel, so we have ordered new wheel bearings, all that good stuff. So we will be rebuilding the front of this truck as well. We did everything on the back: new bearings, new seals, new all brake hardware, new pads, all that good stuff. So the back's already rebuilt. We're gonna go ahead and do the front as well. Driver's side feels good. The passenger side feels a little loose. That's where we're going to go ahead and redo it. I think the driver's side is probably okay, but we may as well do both while we're in there. So, video's loud. It was from Mid-South Mayhem. Had a really good time. The show wasn't as big as they had expected it to be. They had changed names and locations, and it seemed to kind of hurt the attendance. We want that show to grow, so please next year, if you can, go out, check it out. Let's have a good time. Support our local car show community. It's about 45 minutes to an hour away from here, not too bad. So it's a good drive. There's actually a car show this weekend in Dyersburg, Tennessee that we're thinking about going to. So we'll kind of see how that goes. But let's get into this video. All right, so as you can see, I can't go up a whole lot farther. I'm hitting right there in the back, which is not a big deal. On the inside, get a hold of the camera here. See, we're hitting on the wall right there. So all we gotta do is just take and connect up to that. I have this piece of trailer fender left, so if we can get up into there, drop this down. If we can just connect from here, from there down into here with that fender somehow, that'll work out just fine. So we're gonna go from there. I think that'll make it work. So what we'll do is cut the top of that little fender lip off. We'll cut that little section out, and we'll figure out how to recess it in there. And have to probably do like a little patch on the side. I don't know if you're worried about that. I don't want to go real deep because I know the AC and blower box are right behind the firewall there. I have a little bit of room, but not a whole lot. I do know some people take a hammer and beat that back, but we're not going to beat that back. We're going to do it right. So we're not too worried about steering that low. We don't want her steering laid out. We'll try and give her some room. But again, the more you try and do that stuff, the harder you make it on yourself. So again, this is supposed to be a good daily driver, not something we're going to be dragging the gas tank off of. So are we, Katie?
No.
She cleaned her truck out so she can see what the inside looks like.
Jason, I got all the vinyl out of it.
All the vinyl out. She has to clean it really good, but it's a cool little truck. She likes the little drink carriers there. So, all right, we're gonna get this wheel pulled back off, and we'll pick it up once we figure out what we're gonna do. All right. We have clearance. So she's spinning. It's all the way down. My jack may have slipped. There we go. That's all the way down. I have clearance to the back. It's just barely catching when you turn. Right there. But right there is actually rubbing the fender. I do have four-wheel drive fenders that we may put on here, but I think she kind of likes the two-wheel drive fenders, so we may just leave that like it is. But she'll be able to turn a very little bit and still be able to get around. I will take a little bit more out of the back side. Back over here. I can pop this off real quick. You can see this little edge here when that comes back. It gets into it. So I'm going to open that up just a little bit. But that is fully laid out. I measured it. It actually goes even with the bottom of the frame. So, and it may actually be a little bit high, to be honest. So we'll have to wait till we get it on the ground. But I believe that's actually going to work okay. Again, I'm going to open that back up just a little bit more. I got to be careful. Put this down, I'll show you. I just got this roughly cut out. So this will get cut up like this. I'm going to keep this mount here because that's for the blower box. I can cut this off here, come back, and I come back that far and get a little more out of it. Then I'll take and trim this a little bit more down there a little bit more, but yeah, we're getting progress on it. So I did have an issue. There's a wiring harness back there. I didn't know it was back there, so apparently I cut through like 6 wires. I felt back there. I thought it was all clear. Oh well, I'll have to fix it. It's part of it. It's what we do. It's getting late, so I'm gonna go ahead and stop for tonight, and we'll try and pick this back up. Well, tomorrow's Halloween. Tomorrow's Friday. We're supposed to go over to Colton Nash's house, possibly hang out there. And I don't know, we'll see after that. Saturday, there's a car show in Dyersburg, Tennessee. I may go to it. but I'm not planning on recording anything. Just going to just enjoy the day, not worry about it. So I've got this fender marked. It'll get cut right across here, and that's gonna leave me about 1.5 inches extra. That way I can slowly trim it to fit. That's just a galvanized trailer fender, so I gotta be careful when I'm welding it. It's the same thing. There's the same sticker off the other fender, so I'll be able to get that cleaned up. I don't know if you guys noticed this. This is a recess box that I built into the fender for the positive and negative wires that run the front of the truck. That way I had clearance on the back side for the bulkheads to go through, and then the power wires run through and go down to the back of the truck to the battery back there. So another little trick idea that I had. That way if Katie does get a dead battery and she needs a jump, all she has to do is get jumper cables underneath the hood, positive, negative, hook it up, start her vehicle. So I've not seen anybody do anything like that yet, so it's something a little bit different. There's made a mount that bolts to the fender. This will get, which once you put the fender on there, it actually covers this edge up so you can't see that. So that's not a problem with that, but kind of a neat idea that I had. Anyway, all right, we're gonna go ahead and let the garage air out a little bit, and we'll pick this back up tomorrow. All right, we are back out in the garage. It is now Wednesday, and something has happened. Y'all probably saw this on Facebook, but we got the dash out. So with the dash out, now we can get into the wheel well to finish getting the tub put in. I had Katie help me pull it. If I put this dash in, that'll be 7 dashes pulled, 2 dashes reinstalled. So I'm not really looking forward to it. I'm probably not going to do a very good job of it, but it is what it is. While I've been doing that, I've also been waiting on some parts to show up. The good news is we have all of our front brake stuff show up. So I'll set up and show you what we got there. There's the dash. There's a few more boxes of parts. So I decided to get new front wheel bearings, new front rotors, new front calipers, new brake pads. We're just going to rebuild the front hubs all together. What I'm going to do is go ahead and just unbolt that stuff, take it off the truck, probably take it over to Jacob's house and have him help me change it out. Make it a whole lot easier. He has a lot more specialized tools for stuff like that. So, and it won't take me 20 minutes to take it apart to get it off there. So we're going to go ahead and do that real quick. Before we get into that, let's see what we got here. So we are getting super close to 1,000 subscribers. We are less than 50 away. I cannot wait. I'm less than 20 hours of view time away from being monetized. So that's really cool also. So thank you guys for that. I do appreciate it. All right, let's see what we have in here. We've got the new calipers and brackets. Pretty sweet. And new rotors. I hope those are right. We'll find out here in a minute. So there's 2 there. I better get a new magnet. We'll put it on the wall. Now we've got these 2 other boxes here. Where'd I put my knife? Back in my pocket. Oh, yeah, I also got new wheel seals too. I forgot to mention that part. Another magnet. Sit over there to flatten it out. It's all wadded up. Not great. All right, so there is our wheel seals. We got those. And I can only find one set of seals for the front wheel, so I'm assuming that's all that I need. I need to sharpen this knife. It is dull. Another magnet. Get it up there. Here's the other one. It's kind of folded, so we'll have to work on it. And then new bearings. All right, so off camera, I'm gonna pull the wheels off, go ahead and get the stuff, knock off the front end, and see if I can't maybe take it over to Jacob's. I may have to do that tomorrow. It's already, what is it? It's 6:30. It feels like midnight. This time change is absolutely terrible. I hate it. Absolutely hate it. Ruining my days. You come up from work, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, it's already dark. 6 o'clock, it feels like it should be midnight. So, but anyway, let's get this wheel off and get ready to take this front end apart. And the reason I want to do that is I want to do it before I finish all this front end stuff up. I want to go ahead and get all the new parts on there. That way everything goes on there is going to be on there, and we'll just deal with it from there. So I'll actually get new lug studs and stuff. Be a good idea, just replace everything in the front end. We'll see. We'll figure it out. All right, so I just messaged Jacob, and he told me to get my stuff and get over to his house. So we're going to go ahead and get these front hubs switched out tonight. I won't record in his garage just for his privacy. So unless he bought a new vehicle, I'll ask him about that if he wants to share it or not. But it's pretty sweet. It's something that he had when we were younger. Really cool little car. So, but anyway, I got to find the other set of brake pads, the old ones, which I really don't need them. I know I don't, but I'm going to just take all the old stuff and new stuff. That way, if there's any questions, he can kind of look at one versus the other. So we'll be good to go there. But yeah, got a box full of stuff. I'm getting ready to get loaded. Again, it's about 6:45 on Wednesday night. So yeah, if I can get this front end put together, that'd be pretty sweet. All right, everybody, we are back at the house. I went over to Jacob's house, and true to form, we got it done. Except when I looked on Rock Auto, I looked to make sure there wasn't inner and outer bearings. All I could find on Rock Auto was inner front bearings. And I looked for like 30 minutes. Couldn't find them, so I said, well, must be just one bearing. It doesn't make sense, but couldn't find it. I got to Jacob's house. He said, do you have both bearings? I said, what do you mean? He said, there's an inner and an outer. I said, no, there's not. I couldn't find one online, and all I could find was for the rear. He said, no, there's an inner and an outer. I was like, well, let's take it apart. We'll see. Well, of course, we popped the dust cap off. He said, there's your outer. I was like, okay. He said, the one you have is bigger than this, right? Like, yeah. He said, so you definitely have an outer bearing. I said, well, let me look. I went on Rock Auto, typed it in, and it popped up immediately. First thing you see on there was outer bearing. So, anyway, we got everything else changed out. They're still at his shop. He's going to go in the morning to Napa and pick up the other bearing and go ahead and put that together for me, and I'll show you that. We put the new rotors on, the new calipers, the new brake pads, all that good stuff. Looks really nice, really clean. We can get the front end kind of put back together. So we're getting really close to having that part done. Before I do that, what I may do is go ahead and pull the control arms off and get them painted. That way I don't have to mess with that stuff anymore. I'll be done with it. I am going to order new ball joints, upper and lower ball joints for the both sides. Go ahead and replace those while I have that apart. They're not going to be that expensive. And, may as well. One of the boots is tore on the lowers. They actually feel like they're pretty new. I think the guy that had it before me probably just replaced them before I got it. It sat outside for 4 or 5 years and it's been in my garage for 2 years. So, like I said, they're probably not bad, but we're this far into it, we may as well go ahead and do it. That way we don't have to worry about it. The one bearing on the driver's side was actually broke on the inside. That's why it was making noise. So, it was definitely needed to be replaced. The passenger side, they were both actually still very solid. So, No real reason to replace them, but we're going to anyway. We got a part, we may as well. But Mazda on the wall, pretty cool. Anyway, we will get back with you guys tomorrow once I get home with those parts. We'll kind of put them on, see what they look like. We'll see you tomorrow. All right, everybody. It is currently Thursday evening. I'm back out in the garage. I just got back from Jacob Denfip's house. He helped me get my front rotors and stuff put back together. They're still kind of dirty. We'll show you what we got here. We got new rotors, new calipers, new bearings, new brake pads. We got new hoses, which they're already on the truck. The other one's just laying down here on the ground. Fairly clean on the back side, but I'm going to take that stuff apart where I can paint it. And then I want to go ahead and take the airbag off, take the control arms off, the upper A-arm off, get that stuff cleaned up and get it ready to paint, get the frame ready to paint, get this stuff kind of cleaned up. Then I can go in and get this firewall, finish tubbing it. And after I get that done and get that put back together, we're ready to start cleaning the motor and stuff up. So we'll definitely make a lot of progress, hopefully this next week. Just had a lot of stuff going on this week with work. So I wasn't able to get everything done that I was intending to. Mazda. But anyway, we're getting really close to 1,000 subscribers. We are at 955. We are currently 2 hours away from having 3,000 hours of view time, which means we're getting really close to the first level of monetization, which I don't expect to be a whole lot, but still is pretty cool to get to that point. So thank you guys very much. I can't do without you guys. So the plan to do the giveaway, I'm going to see what I can do about making sure, because I want a subscriber to win the sub. I don't want it to be somebody that just joined in the last minute that doesn't follow the channel. So please make sure and go subscribe to the channel. Help me get to 1,000 so we can give the Scar Audio subway. It's right there. Right there. So that is going to be somebody that subscribes to the channel. So that's going to be awesome. I'm ready to get rid of it and then get this garage cleaned up. It is a mess. We have made some pretty good progress. Again, we will in. It's installed. I want to pull the drums off, get them cleaned up, get them painted as well. Get the calipers taken off, get them painted. What colors do you guys think would look good? Everything is going to be maroon on the interior, the inside of the bed. So I thought about painting the upper and lower arms. I don't know if I want to paint them maroon or maybe paint the lower one black, maybe paint the upper A-arm, the upper arm maroon. The inside, when this is all done, I plan to bedline this stuff, and then I want to paint it maroon as well. So kind of give a little bit of color to the motor, and then I can start cleaning all this dirty. And this stuff has been in here getting covered with just all sorts of crap. So it's time to take this stuff apart, clean it up, and get it looking better as well. But I'm going to go ahead and order new upper and lower ball joints for this truck, a new set of shocks for this truck and the Nissan. Get that stuff coming. I'll order that stuff tomorrow. It only took 5 days to get this stuff last time from Rock Auto, so that's not too bad. So hopefully if I can get it ordered Friday, I'll get it in time, possibly before next week's video. Get that stuff installed. So we're really getting close. We're making really good progress. It may not seem like to you guys, but we're not far off. I got the dash ready to put back in once I get those firewall tubs done. So, but anyway, make sure and do all the good YouTube. Make sure and do all the good YouTubey things. Make sure and hit the like switch, comment down below, hit the notification bell so you catch future videos. Make sure and share my content, and also do not forget, subscribe to the channel. We are going to be giving that subwoofer away. One of you guys is going to own that subwoofer. So let's get it done before Thanksgiving. Let's get this thing ready to ship out before all the craziness really begins with the holiday stuff. So it's already getting there. But anyway, again, thank you guys for being here. I appreciate you. I appreciate everybody following along. We'll make sure and catch you guys on the next one, and we'll see you next week. Thank you.